Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Holistic Witch's Cottage. My name is Melissa, and I am the Holistic Witch. And we're going to talk about how things are interconnected, mostly in the natural world this week, because my family and I had our opening first weekend of camping for the season. Now, I know that some of you live in places where you can safely camp year-round, but where we live, most of the campgrounds are closed from November, December through April to May because we get severe winter weather here, and they don't want to pay for the expense to heat the restrooms and the bathhouses, shower rooms, stuff like that. So most of our campgrounds, the state park ones anyway, are closed during the winter season. The other thing is we have to winterize our campers for safety, and so that's that. So we had our first inaugural trip of this year, 2026 camping season, which was really cool. So I'd like to talk about some of that and then tie it into cryptids and divination, and we'll see where it goes. Okay. So otherwise, recap, it's been too busy, and I was very happy to be able to go camping. Now, hubby did some prep on our camper, who we call the Grunkle Stan, because it's a brand, like we have two Subarus. One's an Outback and the other's the Impreza, and we have the camper, and it's a sea pine. So let me ramble off on a tangent here. So we were trying to decide names for the camper, and when we got it, and I think Hubs was looking at a lot of pop-up sites at the time for ideas for redoing them and restoring them and stuff like that, and there were some cute names, but I felt like some of them were overdone for sure. So ours is a sea pine model, and Kiddo and I were watching a lot of Gravity Falls at the time. So if you have ever seen this show, I think it was a Disney creation. It's probably over on Hulu now. We don't stream that, so we had purchased like a small set at Goodwill, and then I ended up buying them just the whole collection for Christmas or whatever. But the kids go to stay with their Uncle Stan at his weird grifter tourist trap out in Oregon, and lots of mystical, crazy, weird, time travel-y, timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly things happen on this cartoon. As an adult, I enjoyed it because it's really smart. It's not just a kid's cartoon. This is one that... Hang on, Momo's having some kind of problem. What's wrong, buddy? Okay. And, so not to get off track too much more than I already have, their uncle's name, they call him Grunkle Stan, and the last name is Pines. So Stanley Pines. So I don't know, somehow I put this together, Stanley Sea Pines, and then we were calling the camper the Grunkle Sea Pines for a little bit, but now it's just the Grunkle Stan. Our camper is named after Stan Pines on Gravity Falls, and our camper is the Grunkle. And if that makes no sense, it probably makes about as much sense as anything else does in my wild, wacky, witchy world. So, hubby did some work on the Grunkle. We put some new tires on that. I was getting car sick when we were hauling the camper anywhere because we could feel it bounce a bit. So he put new tires on it, a different type, a better tire on it, and that has smoothed the trip out for me a lot. So that was great. So Grunkle's ready to roll. He needs a little cleanup though. He was looking a little dingy. Grunkle was looking a little dingy. So we need to give him a good scrub and get him presentable for the campground. So, we got there, we went. Our plan was we had reservations for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night with a Sunday morning departure. Hubby's work schedule changed a bit and the weather turned a bit, so we came home last evening. So, what in the world does any of this have to do with witchiness and wackiness and the interconnection of the world? I'm not saying that if you identify under the witchy, pagan, Christo-pagan umbrella that you have to spend time out in nature, but I'm recommending if you are able and can, that you do that, because it's awesome to reset, and at least for me, it helps me get more in touch with the natural world and away from this commercial capitalistic crap that I deal with all week. Even at the cottage we embrace more of a slower, simple lifestyle than probably most of the people I know, but I'm kind of workforce adjacent again. I've been spending a lot of time at the library and working with contractors and program development and stuff. So it's a little bit different than the work from home that I've done in the past. So I think I needed this trip out into the PA wilds more. Actually, where we went is not exactly in the PA wilds. It's a little bit south of that, but I'm going to call it PA wilds anyway. I needed to get out into the wilds, the wilderness a little bit to reset from some of the commercial craziness and just try to connect with nature a bit. Now, we knew our weather forecast was going to be diverse, to say the least. So on first day, on day one, the forecast was for pretty steady temperature of 45 to 47 all day and all night. So at least it didn't drop to freezing during the night, but it was never warm. I took a winter coat. We spent some time in the camper. Hubby and I spent a lot of time walking with Momo wrapped up in blankets in his little dashing pet stroller. But, so we could keep him bundled up safe and secure. He doesn't always like to stay at the camper with kiddo. And, we walked a lot, so that helped, but I was bundled up. I brought thick winter gloves. It was chilly. And then the next day we were in the high 60s, and then yesterday they said 70s to 80s, but there was some rain, so I think, and wind, so that kept the temperature pretty comfortable. So we saw a little mix of May weather on this one. All right. So what I want to focus as far as like witchy stuff, not only connecting with nature and grounding and some exercises to deepen your meditation and your ability to connect with maybe the Fae or other things that are out there. Just like be aware. Just be aware of what's around you. The good, the bad, the beautiful, and the ugly, because you can see it all on a camping adventure depending on where you're at. So we stay out on a loop. I always get this wrong. I think there's hickory and hemlock, and I always mix the two. Okay, it's one of them. I'm not going to look it up. My husband will laugh because it's like 3 years and you haven't figured it out yet. It's an H one. It starts with an H. Give me a break. I file books all week. I get confused. So we're in the H loop, pet friendly, of course, and there's an inner loop on this one. So we're like in the big outer loop. There's a smaller inner loop inside it, and the restrooms are in the middle. So there are interconnecting paths. See, I was going to talk about interconnection. You didn't know I was talking about paths to the potty. And there are interconnected paths from the outer loop to this inner loop where the restroom and the showers are. And from the site that we were at, and we have a location that we like. We don't always get the same site, but we kind of browse around in the same area. So there's 3 major potty trails that I take. There's the low one, which is longer, but the nice part about it is it's wider and there's no campsites touching it, and we are in dog loops. So I guess I should have reversed that. The one in the middle is the worst because people literally have their dogs tied out, or they buy those little fences and stuff to put around their patio area. But the dogs can literally get on the middle potty trail, and there was an adorable, beautiful, blue-eyed little French bulldog this time that was a mean little bugger. So once they pulled in and I discovered that, I started choosing different paths because I didn't want to agitate her, and she was knocking their fences down. So that wasn't working so well. So lower path is the longest one, and it's marked by a big giant rock, which is convenient at night because that way when you step off the road, you can see it. I have night vision issues, so seeing these big giant boulders helps me find my way. It's not exactly a boulder, it's a really big rock. Really big rock. Okay, so that one doesn't usually have dogs right on the trail, but it is longer. And then the one up top is next to the host site, and there's a little more space up there too. So something caught my eye when I was coming back up from the top trail. And I got closer, and the host was out there on his chair taking a break or whatever. We see this guy all the time. I think he lives there all summer. And he's watching me. He's not the most outgoing guy. Like, if he comes onto the campsite to check something, he'll wave, but he's not a talker. But he was watching me because I have my phone, and I was taking pictures, and he couldn't imagine what I was doing. Okay. So there along the top potty trail, next to a tree, was one of the most beautiful bushes, if that's the correct word, of Columbine in full bloom that I have ever seen. The deepest, royalest purple, beautiful, beautiful blooms with smaller plants surrounding it, but none of them were in bloom yet. So maybe next time, hopefully they will be. But, so I was taking pictures of this Columbine plant, which I will share with y'all on the Cottage Facebook page. And the guy was watching me, and then I saw there were some violets on the other side of the same tree, so I took some pictures of that too. And then I was looking around to see if there were any more. And he's like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Oh, there's Columbine here. I wouldn't have expected to see that in this part of the world in full bloom here." I have Columbine, my first successful one at the cottage, by the way. And this one was clearly like 2-3 weeks ahead of mine. It's just probably a more mature plant. But So I was taking pictures of this beautiful Columbine, and he was like, "Oh, wow, I just learned something today. Do you take pictures of flowers when you're here?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah." I said, "Do you know of any other ones that are interesting that might be worth my walk to go find them?" And he's like, "No, I don't know a thing about it, but maybe that's something I should look into." And I thought, here's this guy that lives there from April to November. I think I guess they close at Halloween now. They used to be open till November. He's there all summer, and he had the most gorgeous wild bouquet of Columbine, probably 20 footsteps from where he was sitting, and had never noticed it. So it's just like a little reminder to be looking, to be aware of where you are and what you can see. My husband's really into mushrooms and fungus and stuff. Now, I'm always looking for flowers, but he discovered this tree on another trail that had like these tree mushrooms growing up at different locations, kind of spiraling up the tree. It was neat too. I have pictures of that also. But just be aware when you're out there. You know, we make jokes about looking for fae, and if you look up the magical correspondence for Columbine, it does have divinity and connections to the fairy realms. So, you know, who knows? Maybe I stumbled into a little fairy portal there, right along the upper Potty Trail. So just be aware, you know, focus. I think sometimes it's really good to like put down the phones, although I was using mine to take pictures, to put down the phone and just be aware of your surroundings, not only for safety out in the wilds, but so you don't miss those amazing things that are happening. The other thing was it's baby season in the wilds. So on 2 of the potty trails we were using, there were baby chipmunks everywhere, and they were crazy and wild, and just they make their little chippy noises at you and get all excited and weird and run out in front of you because they haven't really learned to be. I'm sure some of it's instinct, but you can tell the difference between the mature ones and these because they're just nuts. But that was fun to watch them. I didn't get any great video of them, but that was mostly due to dogs too. There were a lot of loose dogs this time. Again, different people have different perspectives on that. Some of the dogs that were loose were incredibly well behaved, and then some of the larger dogs that were running loose, running wild were mean and disruptive, and they were messing with the ecosystem a little bit. So always be aware of your surroundings. I thought I had spotted a blue jay because I've been seeing so many, and then we're like, no, that's not what it is. So right at our campsite, we have a lot of trees on our campsite, and it was a woodpecker, not a blue jay. I caught the colors, and I thought I was seeing the breast of a blue jay, but it turned out it was a woodpecker, and the one tree on our site must have had something they were feeding on, because we were actually getting a lot of visits from these smallish woodpeckers, and they didn't seem to mind that we were there at all. I made a reel of one, and it's cool just to sit and watch it do its thing. But just being aware of the magic around you. So here's a little meditation exercise. This is from a Druidry book. It may be Penny Billington's, but don't quote me on that, but I think it is. It could also be Joanna Vanderhoeven, because I've read a lot by both. But when you have the opportunity and you're in a safe location, I wouldn't necessarily recommend this all the time when you're walking around in a city or a busy place where there's traffic. But if you're in a place where you can walk safely and focus more on nature than survival, avoid getting hit by cars or whatever, here, an exercise that I've done for a long time is to start with your focus, your eyes right in front of you, like gazing forward, and focus just what you see straight ahead of you. And do that for a bit, like maybe 100 steps, maybe a little more. And then include the peripherals and look out to the sides more of that same area. Now, when you re-walk that same path, that same street, or that same area of lawn, the next time, gaze about 3 to 4 feet out in front of your feet. Now, of course, you need to look to make sure you don't run into things, but gaze at the ground and really focus on what's at the ground layer in front of you compared to what you saw at eye level. And then when you take that same walk again, gaze up towards the horizon and observe, really observe like what's at that level too. And then bring all the levels together and see what's existing, what's moving, what's happening all around you within just your immediate surroundings. It's a cool experience if you've never done it. I really recommend it. So even if you just want to practice in your own yard or whatever, if you can do it safely, just start by looking ahead, walk around maybe in a circle, and then walk the same path looking down in front of your feet. And then include the peripherals, and then gaze at the horizon, walking that same little path. And see if you discover anything new, anything you hadn't noticed before. Maybe you'll find an amazing bush, an amazing bunch of Columbine right near your feet. You never know. Wonder Dog's awake. Good morning, Wonder Dog. How are you? Momo, why are you looking the wrong way? Hello, here I am. Are you confused? Hi. You gonna come over? Hello. He was napping under blankets next to me on the couch. Good morning. I don't think Momo's been feeling so well. You ate some yucky grass when we went down to visit the kayaks. While we were out on our trip, about a month ago, I said we took our kayaks up to secure them up there by the lake, and the weather has been remarkably cold even for April and May, so we have not gone out on the water yet. I'm hoping soon. But we went to visit the kayaks to make sure they were okay, and we noticed they planted a lot of new saplings, new trees out in that area, and Momo was going for a little walk, and he ate some gross, freshly mown grass and got a little sick. And you're not supposed to eat stuff like that, are you? That's another reason to be aware of your environment, not only for the beautiful things, but the semi-yucky, not so safe things too. So another thing I did on this trip, we didn't have a fire the first night. We did the second night, and I took some pictures for pyromancy, fire divination of our fire in the ring, with the night vision. So I took pictures of the fire using portrait and then using night vision, and then I took pictures of the forest right beyond the fire. There's probably a good 20 feet, but beyond, at ground level, at eye level, peripheral level, and then horizon level with the night vision to see what we could see. and I posted that, and no one really bid on it. Had a lovely conversation with Joan via Messenger earlier in the week about Bigfoot country. Now, the county that I live in is known for Bigfoot sightings. Where we were at isn't very far away. We don't hear as much about that where we were at. But we're always looking for cryptids and fae sign and weird stuff, and mostly we were messing with crows, and there was a raven around this time, and the woodpeckers and some other birds that you would expect. But if you get a chance, go on Camping Witches, and there is a post where I've done these night vision photos, and you can take a look, and some of them are better than others. I try to do cloud divination when we're out. I try to do pyromancy, fire divination when we're out, and then I did this one of just divination of the dark forest, and see what you can see and experiment with that, and then bring it into your own life. Not only being observant of ground level, eye level, and horizon, but at different times during the day, the early morning, the brighter sun, the dusk, and the nighttime, and see how those surroundings change by times of day and by the amount of light. Momo, my darling, what are you doing, you crazy, crazy little dude? Mom, I'm stuck on my back. You need a helper. What are you doing? You must like it, because you won't get up. What are you doing, weirdo? What are you doing? You're sneezing. Momo sneezing. So that was our trip. That was our camping trip. We did come back. God bless you, Momo. Sneezy little wonder. We did come back a little early because of the weather. We were planning to come back later in the evening on Saturday, but they started calling for storms. The percentage of that increased, and there was some rain. We have a pop-up, so thing is, if you camp with a tent or a pop-up, if you get into rain and it's wet, you have to set it all back up when you get home. So we wanted to get out before that happened, so it makes tear down a little faster and easier for us. I did not see any Camping Witches flags this time. I actually didn't see a lot of flags this time either. I think it's because of the wind and it's just still kind of muddy. I don't even know if we had ours in the camper. I'll have to pack it for next time. That'll be more of a next month kind of thing. We've been seeing campers with like witchy bumper stickers and stuff too. So I know that y'all are out there. No one ever interacts with us to say, hey, you know, we have one of those flags too. Do you know about this cool group called Camping Witches? Yeah, I'm the creator of that. But that would be cool. I would love to have that interaction. When we were at Lunar Collective, the Fairy Fest, you know, it was cool to connect with people on that level. And sometimes people have actually heard of me in the podcast and the stuff that I do. So it's always fun. Going out in nature's always wonderful. I want to end it with this because of the library work I do. I'm trying to diversify our collections, but I'm also trying to bring different activities in for the children and stuff like that. And we had some planters done at the library that were an Eagle Scout. What do I want to say? An Eagle Scout project, and they had been damaged a bit, and we brought them home, and hubby fixed them up, and they're great. But it got me thinking about these types of projects. So at the campground, State Park Campground where we're at, there are Eagle Scout projects. I mean, this is just my thing, you know, environment, nature. Oh, it gives me another one to talk about too. I was going to forget that. Okay, these little free libraries. So some Eagle Scouts did that we know of, 3 little free library projects at and around this campground. In areas where you'd be more likely to see children, but, families as well. And they have large little free libraries attached to a bench that you can sit on, and they have adult and children's books in them, and they're always accepting donations. So I'm hoping my part of the world isn't the only place where these things exist. So if you're a reader like me, I donate a lot of things to Goodwill, but I'm going to start to diversify and start donating to these little free libraries too, and some other like community closets that don't charge for things, but that just donate, just give things for free. So if you have an opportunity to do that in your area, to donate to little free libraries, I would encourage you to do so. I'm going to look for some books that might be on the more witchy, whimsical, and fairy-related topics to put in those. So that's cool. The other thing I almost forgot, and I posted a reel. I think I put it on the cottage too. I actually created this for the library site, but there were rumors. I guess they created this. Momo's being really gross. They created this, I think, in 2024, and then it was kind of abandoned, but they've restarted it. It was a storybook walk, a story trail. And I wanted to hunt and see if I had heard rumors that they had restarted it. So we went hunting for that, and we found it. So it's on what's called the Bollinger Trail, or near the Bollinger Trail. And I guess we counted, or I read, that there's 13 like T-posts or T-stakes scattered out amongst the trail. And there's frames on it to hang laminated pictures from children's books. So the book that's currently up is called Pitter Patter. It's a story of the water cycle. It was pretty cute. And we put Momo in the pet stroller, and I got a picture of him next to frame 1. And I took some pictures of this book, of this story, as we walked through the trail. And again, this is maybe a project I want to start in my community too, if I can get anybody on board. I can't think of anything more wonderful than connecting books, literacy, exercise, nature, getting out there in the great outdoors, and providing stories for children. So whether you're supporting a little free library, or you do some research on a story walk or a story trail, there's one at another state park. I said I've never done a storybook trail before, and I haven't. It was my first time. But there is another trail that we know of. I've seen like 1 or 2 frames of it, because the trail's very large and parts of the trail are not pet friendly. So we couldn't do the whole thing if we had Momo with us. And so I've seen like an example of one before, but had never done the entire trail and an entire story before. And that's a pretty simple and inexpensive thing to construct. So if you're able, support storybook trails, promote storybook trails, promote little free libraries, especially when they're out in nature, and promote low-cost and free camping if you can. Momo, do we have anything else to add? As far as my night vision pictures, I saw some cool things in them, but not anything that I would necessarily consider cryptid or cryptic. If I remember, next time I'm going to take a pendulum and board. I was trying to do a little bit of a reading with just the pendant that I wear around my neck, but without the board, I couldn't spell anything out. I was just getting yes and no's, and I did get yes to spirit activity and yes to fae activity, but without the board, I couldn't delve deeper into that. So maybe next time, if I remember, I will do that. That could be cool. Next time, also, I hope that the weather is better, more conducive to kayaking, so I can do some divination out on the water. Momo's gonna flop! Ah! And that could be a cool thing to share too. If you have any ideas, especially nature, outdoor, and camping related, let me know. I'd be happy to try to do a topic on that. Right now, it's supposed to get very warm today. Right now, it's a little rainy, a little drizzly. I'm hoping to go out and do 5 to 10 miles on Mooney, my Moon Cool tricycle, before the weather gets very warm. It could be 90 degrees tomorrow. So that's crazy. It was 40 on Thursday, just a few days away, and we're going to be in the 90s. Wherever you are, I'm wishing you well. No big cooking projects today. When we camp, we take a lot of ready-to-eat food. Like I cook it here, and then we just reheat it there. If we're cooking, or we do a lot with sandwiches and wraps on short trips. So not even any cool cooking recipes, camping recipes to share this time. So wherever you are, look for connections. Always be aware. Maybe there's a Columbine plant right by you that no one noticed. You never know. And where there's Columbine, there might be fairies. Have an awesome week. Blessings on your journey. Bye-bye.